Hare Krishna. Okay, so we'll get started. We'll start with our Mangalacharan prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadikam Vande Shri Yupapada Kamalam Shri Guru Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Tam Sajiva Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin iti namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Titanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Thise Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadādhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna. Thank you very much for coming together this evening for our weekly study of the Bhagavad Gita after a gap of almost 3 or 4 weeks. Today we are going to do Shri Ganeshaya Namaha of the 4th chapter entitled Transcendental Knowledge. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Shri Bhagavad Gītā, 4th chapter, Slok Kramank 1. Please repeat after me. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Imam Vivasvate Yogam Bhagavan Vyayam Vivasvan Manave Praha Manu Ikshvakave Pravit. Translations and quotes by our beloved founder Acharya, His Divine Grace, Srila Abhay Charanarvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada. The personality of Godhead, Lord Shri Krishna, said to Arjuna, I instructed this imperishable science of yoga to Vivasvan, who is the sun god, and Vivasvan instructed to Vaivasvat Manu, who is the father of mankind, and Manu in turn instructed it to Maharaj Ikshvaku. So Lord Krishna is giving transcendental knowledge to Arjuna, and through Arjuna to all of us. We have to understand that it is the nature of every living entity, Hare Krishna, to gain knowledge. It is natural. For example, as soon as this was kept in front of me, I asked, what is this? Because it is the nature to get knowledge. It is our nature. How is this done? Oh, really? How does it work? We all have these natural questions in our mind. You go to school, all the children go to school. Why? Because there is a need to learn, a need to get knowledge. In the Vedanta Sutra, it is mentioned in the beginning, Athato Brahma Jigyasa. So we all have Jigyasa. We all have inquisitiveness. Oh, what are you feeding Chikki? As soon as I see the bowl, I will see. Now, when we started Mangalacharan, Chikki was barking. And I was thinking, is he barking because the sound is too much? Because they have very sensitive ears, dogs. So it's okay, no? Because Radha came, that's why he was. So these types of questions, they always come in the mind. They always come in the mind because it is our nature to be inquisitive. It is our nature to gain knowledge. Now, knowledge is of two types. There is mundane knowledge and there is spiritual knowledge. All the knowledge available in the entire Georgia Tech University, Georgia State University, Emory University, Harvard, all the 8 Ivy Leagues, it's all Jadadnyan. It's all mundane knowledge. It is important because we are living in a mundane world. So material knowledge is important. But material knowledge is not everything. It is not complete knowledge. There is something more than that. And that is spiritual knowledge. Divya Jnana. So two types of knowledge, Jada Jnana and Divya Jnana. Jadatnyan is knowledge pertaining to the world. It may be rocket science. It may be nuclear science. It may be the most advanced cutting edge technology, but it is still material knowledge because it deals with the material world. As long as there is no discussion of Krishna, as long as it is not Atma Tattva Dhyan, it is Jada Dhyan. As long as it is not spiritual knowledge, it is material knowledge, because there are only two types of knowledge: material knowledge and spiritual knowledge. What is the name of this chapter? So this is the second category of knowledge. So Krishna is saying that I had given this transcendental knowledge, this Divya Jnana, Adhyatmik Jnana, to Surya Dev at the beginning of creation. The Vedic understanding and the material understanding is little different. In material understanding, the sun is just a huge ball of gases that are burning. That's all. But according to spiritual understanding, the Vedic understanding, the sun, it's a planet which is burning because of gases and everything, but there is somebody who is controlling it. There is somebody who is controlling it. Hare Krishna. And that someone who is controlling is the Lord of the sun planet, and is a person, has a name. His name is Devaswan. Just like if someone comes to the country called USA, one may go to Grand Canyon, one may go to Niagara Falls, and one may say it's a beautiful country. But there is someone who is maintaining all this. Someone who is making sure Niagara Falls is, everything is safe. It's open in the season, it's closed in certain winter season. Yosemite National Park, Grand Canyon, no, everything. There is a method to whatever we see. There is some control. Somebody is in charge. There is a president. There is a judicial wing. And there's a military wing, executive wing also is there. So someone is in control. That's why this beautiful country is the way it is. So the sun is not just a random ball of gases that are exploding. There is someone who's controlling it. Imagine if the sun's temperature fluctuated. What would happen? When the Earth's axis tilts, the seasons change. What is the temperature? In the morning, yesterday morning, there was all frost on my car. I am parking the car in the driveway because all the boxes are still in the garage because the basement is not done. So cars are outside and it's completely covered with frost. And I have to sit there 2-3 minutes waiting for everything to defrost. Then I start driving. So the temperature is 32, 31 degrees Fahrenheit. And what is the temperature in August? It can go in the 90s. 31 or 30 to 90, 3 times. Huh? In the same place, same house, just in a span of few months, August to December. Why? Because this earth just tilted the angle a little bit. Now imagine if the sun were to move closer to the earth, or the sun said, let's change my temperature a little bit. So it's not that the sun is just a random ball of burning gases. Someone is in control, and that is Lord Vivaswan, the sun god, who is under Krishna. Because, see, if you go there on the altar, it says, Vasudeva Jagadguru. Krishna Vande Jagadguru. Krishna is the guru of even Surya Dev. Who is the guru of Hanuman? Krishna is everyone's guru. है ना? लिखा है ना? Krishna Vande Jagadguru. So Surya Dev के भी guru भगवान Krishna है. Krishna is the guru of Surya Dev. Krishna is saying himself. Surya Dev is my student. And I made him student at the beginning of the creation of the material world. And The way spiritual knowledge goes, see the difference between material knowledge and spiritual knowledge, the difference between Divya Jnana and Jada Jnana. Spiritual knowledge, the guru gives knowledge to the disciple, and the disciple becomes the next guru. And then that next guru will give it to the next disciple. In this way, the guru shishya parampara, the disciplic chain continues. This is not exactly so with material knowledge. In material knowledge, there is invention, there is discovery, there is experimentation. There may be multiple ways of doing the same thing. There are theories, there are hypotheses in material knowledge, new technology. Now, if I were to say that I want to use a yellow cab, for example, it may be hard because now there is Uber and Lyft. How the technology or the things change in this world. I remember when we came to Atlanta in 2010, 2009, 2010, right next to our apartment, there was a shop called Blockbuster where we could rent different DVDs. Yeah, I still remember Gopal wanted to watch Lion King. So we went there and we rented the DVD from there. Okay, can we find a Blockbuster now? Now it's all streaming platforms, Netflix and etc. So that's completely gone. It will never come. It's finished. This is material knowledge. Now, if someone holds on to Blockbuster, they will not be relevant in this world anymore because that's gone. Can you give some other example of some? Kodak camera. That's now it's all digital cameras. Yeah, we used to, I remember 24 or 26 photos in one roll, and then you submit it to the shop and they will develop it and give you the printed photos. This time when I went to India, another thing I noticed, something that became extinct, STD booths. I saw the STD booths, erstwhile STD booths. Now they're internet cafe, or they are something else. They are selling grocery, but they have the same yellow look. Everywhere we used to go and stand, and now everybody has cell phones, and there is WhatsApp, ISD, STDs are gone. It's all local now. It's free. You can call for free on internet. Outdated. So this is Jada Jnana. In Jada Jnana, material knowledge, things become outdated. New things come. The student can do something that the teacher doesn't know. For example, Elon Musk's teachers. Yeah, Elon Musk, he went beyond what his teachers taught. He did something new, or artificial intelligence. So in material knowledge, the student can surpass the teacher. The student can invent something even the teacher didn't know. This never happens in spiritual knowledge. In spiritual knowledge, the student can never surpass the teacher. Chakshudana dilo jai janme janme prabhu se. The guru who gives chakshudana, we just now chanted, Agyana timirandasya, Jnananjana shalakaya, Chakshurun militam yena tasmai shri gurave. Guru who opens our eyes to Divya Jnana. The student can never become superior to the guru. Janme janme prabhu se. Guru will remain the Prabhu, master, birth after birth. That is the spiritual way of receiving knowledge. Spiritual knowledge comes down. It's a descending process. Material knowledge, you invent, you figure out. Just do it. Nike logo, just do it. It's an ascending process. Inventions, ascending process. Spiritual knowledge is descending process. Now analyze this. This whole world is a mystery. So many things we don't know. We don't know where the Malaysian Airlines is exactly, what happened to it even today. Small planet, but we don't even know our planet properly. What about the vast universe? So material world is a mystery, and we have to invent and discover things and figure out things. But in spiritual knowledge, everything is figured out. So now please analyze this. I want everyone to pay attention. World is a mystery. We don't know the answer to all the questions and we are figuring it out. We are trying to go to the answers. Is that an accurate process? Or spiritual knowledge where the creator of everything tells you the answers? Think about it. Suppose Prabhuji, Aparna Mataji, they have built this house. I come here for the first time. And now I want to know where is black pepper. First I have to figure out where is the kitchen. Then I have to open all the cabinets. That's the ascending process, figuring out. More intelligent way is to ask, Aparna Mataji, where is black pepper? That's the descending process. Uppar se niche. Knowledge is coming down from someone who knows. So Krishna is the creator of everything. Knowledge that comes from Krishna is perfect. Bhugol, there in the Shastra. Or we can argue and then go to the satellite and take photos of Earth and yeah, it's actually Bhugol. So either we can eat like this or we can just ask Krishna and eat like that. That is a difference. So ascending process is not very accurate. For example, if a child wants to know who my father is, take all the men of the world and do a DNA test and figure out. That is the material knowledge process, ascending process, figuring it out. Intelligent is just ask Mama. Mama, who is Papa? Right? This is Papa. So this is the difference between material knowledge and spiritual knowledge. Spiritual knowledge descends from someone who knows. That is Krishna Vandam Jagadguru. From Jagadguru Krishna, Bhagavad Gita. It's not Abhay Gita. It is Bhagwan's Gita, Bhagavad Gita. Gita spoken by the... So it's a descending process. So descending process is always more accurate, easy, and perfect than the speculative, experimentative, ascending process. Is that clear? So Krishna is saying, I gave this knowledge to Vivaswan. Vivaswan gave it to Manu Maharaj. Manu Maharaj gave it to Ikshvaku Maharaj. And in that dynasty later on, Lord Ram will appear. The Surya Vamsha. Why it is called Surya Vamsha? Because it comes from Vivaswan, sun god. After Ikshvaku, then it comes Dasharath Maharaj and Lord Ramchandra in that family. So this is the parampara of Bhagavad Gita mentioned in this verse. Verse number 2. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarasho vidhu sakale neha mahata yogo nashta parantapa. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarashayo vidu sakale neha mahata yogo nashta parantapa. The supreme science was thus received through the chain of disciplic succession, Guru Parampara. And the saintly kings understood it in that way. Raja and Rishis understood in that way. But in course of time, yogo nasht ho gayi parampara. Sa kalena. In due course of time, the parampara got destroyed. It was broken. And therefore, the science as it is appears to be lost. Everything in this material world, my dear friends, is temporary. Krishna is saying that I started this parampara with the sun god. In the beginning of creation, when the sun, moon, earth, everything was created, I made a sun god my chela. I made him my disciple, gave him all the knowledge. And he continued the knowledge parampara by teaching it to his son, Vaivasvat Manu, who taught it to Ikshvaku Maharaj. And then it continued. But in due course of time, the knowledge was lost. Now I want all of you to pay attention and understand how this happens. Guru makes a disciple. If the disciple doesn't become perfect, then the parampara eventually will get lost. If the guru is 100% siddha, perfect, but the disciple doesn't become siddha, then how his disciples will become siddha? You know? So it is the guru parampara is acharya to acharya to acharya to acharya. One pure devotee to the next pure devotee to the next pure devotee to the next pure devotee. But if the disciples don't take it seriously, if the disciples don't become pure and completely self-realized, then the parampara will get lost. There are three levels of devotees: Kanishta Adhikari, Madhyama Adhikari, and Uttama Adhikari. Kanishta Adhikari is a neophyte devotee. Second is Madhyama Adhikari. Madhyama Adhikari is well situated. He has love for Krishna, friendship with the devotees. And then there's Uttama Adhikari. Uttama Adhikari is someone who understands Krishna, who has seen Krishna, who is completely siddha in bhakti, perfect in bhakti. He is self-realized. He knows his eternal form in the spiritual world. That's Uttama Adhikari. Now, Acharya to Acharya means a pure devotee, Uttama Adhikari to Uttama Adhikari to Uttama Adhikari. It cannot be, the parampara cannot be Uttama Adhikari, then a Madhyama Adhikari, then a Kanishta Adhikari. No, no, no. The Guru parampara will continue only if there are pure devotees. So if you look at the introduction of the Bhagavad Gita, the last page of the introduction, the Guru parampara is mentioned. They are all pure devotees. All the names of acharyas in that list, they are all pure devotees. So if somehow some disciples don't become perfect in a generation, the parampara will stop there. This happens. And then what Krishna has to do is, Krishna is saying in the last line of this verse, then the knowledge is lost. So the parampara will get lost if the student doesn't become perfect. So the point I want you to understand is, who can become a guru? A perfect disciple can become a guru. Guru is not a self-appointed guru. Okay, from today, I will start giving Diksha. I want to become a guru. No, unless you have seen Krishna, unless you have understood Krishna, unless you are completely self-realized, how can you make others self-realized? And if you cannot make others self-realized, then you cannot become a guru. Guru na satsya na mochetu samupeta mrityum. Bhagavatam says, unless you can give liberation to your disciples, you cannot become a guru. So only a perfect disciple can become a guru. And if there is no perfect disciple, then the guru parampara will end. That's what Krishna is saying. That I started the parampara with Surya Dev, but eventually that parampara got lost. Then what to do? Let's see verse number 3. Sa evayam maya tetya yoga prokta puratanaha bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam etaduttamam. Sa evayam maya tetya yoga prokta puratanaha bhaktosi me sakha cheti rahasyam etaduttamam. That very ancient science of the relationship with the Supreme is Divya Dhyan, is today told by me to you because you are my devotee as well as my friend. Bhakto si me sakha cheti. You are my friend and you are my devotee. And rahasyam hi etaduttamam. And therefore, you can understand the transcendental mystery of this science. Material world is a mystery, but the spiritual world is a bigger mystery. Because we at least have some idea of the material world, some laws of physics, some laws of mathematics, some laws of chemistry. We know some, you know some laws of physics. You know some equations, how to calculate momentum, how to calculate velocity. Some things we understand of this material world. Spiritual world, who has seen here? हाथ ऊपर उठाओ, किसने देखा है spiritual world को? Spiritual world is a bigger mystery. And Krishna is saying, Rahasyam. But it is not some mundane mystery. Who did it? No. This is Rahasyam Hetat Uttamam. It's a divine mystery. Something that is worth figuring out. So Krishna is saying, I will start a new parampara today. That parampara is lost. And I will start a new parampara today. Previous parampara was with Sun God. This new parampara I am starting is with you, Arjun. Acha. One more question. What is the qualification of Arjun? Why Arjun? Bhakto se mein sakha cheti. Because Arjun is a devotee and Arjun is a friend. What is the quality of a devotee? The quality of a devotee is the devotee does seva. Bhakta means seva. What is the definition of seva? Selfless service. I cannot say that my Piedmont hospital की सेवा करता हूँ. कोई सेवा नहीं है. If they stop giving me my paycheck, I'll stop going there. Correct. Or neither can Piedmont say that हम अभय देशमुख की सेवा करते हैं. If I stop going, they will stop paying me. It's a business relationship. That is not seva. Although it is called hospital medicine service, neurology service, surgical oncology service. We like to use the word service, but actually it is not. It may be service according to the English language, but it's not seva. The Sanskrit word seva means to serve someone for the pleasure of the person without expecting anything in return. Without expecting anything in return. That is seva. One who does seva is called a bhakta. Everybody understood? One who does seva is called a devotee bhakta. And bhaktosi mein sakha. Who is sakha? Friend. Friend means one who has affection. Affection. That is a friend. A well-wisher is called a friend. Arjun was a well-wisher of Krishna. When Krishna, just now we celebrated Bhishma Panchak, the last 5 days of the month of Kartik. It is celebrated in honor of Bhishma. When the Pandavas, they were in Vanvas in the forest, Duryodhan was very happy. Because Duryodhan's problem with the Pandavas was that he was very envious of them. Because everybody liked the Pandavas. And Duryodhan wanted to be the most popular one. But the Pandavas were so superior to him and his brothers. They were well behaved. They were respectful. They were not selfish like Duryodhan and his gang. So everyone in the kingdom, Dronacharya, Bhishma, Vidur, they favored the Pandavas because they had good qualities. And this made Duryodhan very envious. So they made a scheme they called Shakuni, and somehow they got the Pandavas exiled to the forest. The nature of envy is when we see the person suffer, we feel happy. It's a very sick mentality. A Vaishnava is para dukkha dukhi and para sukha sukhi. Who is a Vaishnava? Vaishnava is when they see others suffering, they feel sad. And when they see others happy, they feel happy. Sarve sukhana bhavantu. Let everyone be happy. That is the heart of a Vaishnava. Let everyone be happy. When they see someone suffering, they feel very bad. Once Prabhupada was in Calcutta and he saw some beggars begging for food. And Prabhupada's heart melted so much that Prabhupada gave a standing order that within 2 miles of any ISKCON temple, nobody should sleep hungry. Therefore, in all ISKCON temples, anybody can go And they will always be given Krishna Prasad. Nobody will be told there is no food, go. Well, sometimes happens to us at the end of a festival because so many devotees have come and we don't get enough. But there is always food. I have seen in our temple sometimes on festivals, we are expecting 500 devotees and 800 devotees come. And then everybody gets prasad, but we don't get. The devotees were volunteering. So then Ghansham Prabhu and others, they quickly make at least rice and some dal and they feed us. Always. So Prabhupada was very compassionate. He said, nobody should go hungry around our temples. There should be food for life. Give them food, free food. So Vaishnava is paradukha dukhi. When they see others sad, they are sad. When they see others happy, they are happy. Duryodhana was not a Vaishnava. When he saw the Pandavas suffering, those Pandavas who lived in a palace, they wore silk clothes. There was a servant to hold their paduka in front of them so they could step and walk, are now walking bare feet. They are wearing rough, it's not even a cloth, a rough covering made of tree bark. You take the bark of a tree, wet it in the water of the river, beat it, and make just a wrap around your body. That's what they were wearing in Vanvas for 14 years. For 12 years. And then 13th year was Agyatvas, incognito. Duryodhana was very happy. There is no kitchen. There are no servants in the forest. You just eat some fruits, some roots that you find in the forest. Those Pandavas who had royal cooks cooking for them in the palace, now they are without servants and they are just living with their wife, 5 of them with their wife. Very uncomfortable and dangerous situation also. But Duryodhana was very happy that they are suffering. But that was not enough. Duryodhana wanted to make fun of them. Duryodhana wanted to show them, look how uncomfortable you are suffering, and how comfortable I am. So Duryodhana decided, when the Pandavas were living in Kamyavan, which is in Rajasthan, it's part of Vrindavan, Rajmandal. The Pandavas were living in Kamyavan. Duryodhana decided, let's go there. He told Karna, he told Dushasan, all his brothers, let's all go there in our royal chariots with our servants and let's go and camp there for a few days. And our royal cooks will come with us and we will have a makeshift kitchen and we'll go with all our opulence and we'll live there. We'll go for a camping expedition to the forest to show the Pandavas how comfortable we are and look how uncomfortable and impoverished you are. That was the intention of Duryodhana. And he went there. But when he went there, the place where they were camping, some Gandharvas lived there, were very powerful. And Duryodhana got into an argument with them. They said, don't stay here. Duryodhana said, I am the king, I can stay anywhere. And they got into a fight. And Duryodhana was defeated and Karna was defeated. And Duryodhana and Karna both were tied up by the Gandharvas. And close by, the Pandavas are living in their little hut under a tree. And the news reaches Yudhishthira Maharaj that they had come to mock us. And they got into a fight, got defeated, and now Duryodhana and Karna are tied up like animals. And they are crying for help. Bhim said, very good. Let them be. Yudhishthira Maharaj said, at home, they are 100 and we are 5. But outside, we are 105. For outsiders, we are 105. We are brothers. In the house, we may fight. But in front of outsiders, we are one family. The Kuru Vansh. We are 105. Let's go and help. Bhim said, I will not go. We are here because of them. They tried to disrobe Draupadi. How we can go? Let them suffer. It's their karma. Arjun said, Bhaiya, you wait here. I will alone go and take care of it. Arjun alone went. That Gandharva who had defeated Duryodhana, Karna, Dushasan, Arjun single-handedly defeated all of them. Defeated all of them and released Duryodhana and Karna. And in front of Duryodhana's army. So Duryodhana's army was a witness that our king was defeated, and Arjun came and released him. So Duryodhana had to do something that is worthy of a king in front of all his big army and servants. So he said, Arjun, my dear brother, you have done very well. Ask me for any boon, I will give you. If you ask me, I will cancel your one loss. And you come with me back to Hastinapur. Ask me anything, Arjun. Ask me anything. I'm very happy with you. Arjun said, I don't want anything. My elder brother told me, Yudhishthir Maharaj told me to help you, so I came and helped. No, you ask. Arjun said, I don't want anything right now, but maybe in the future I will ask something. Duryodhana said, anytime in the future you need something, you have one boon from my side. Just come and ask me, I'll give you. This was during Vanvas. It was witnessed by Karna. It was witnessed by the 99 brothers. It was witnessed by Shakuni. It was witnessed by the servants. And it was witnessed by the whole Kaurava army. Arjun came back and Duryodhana went back. Many years passed. The Vanvas ended and now the Kurukshetra war is going on. Few days have gone by. And the Pandavas are having upper hand every day in the battle. And Duryodhana is very frustrated. He goes to Bhishma Dev and says, Bhishma Dev, Pitamaha, what is happening? Grandfather, you are so strong. If you want, you can defeat the whole Pandava army. But that is not happening. They are slowly defeating us every day. Our numbers are dwindling. And the Pandavas are still strong, despite you fighting. Bhishma Dev said, well, every day I'm killing 10,000. Well, how many more do you want me to kill? Every day I'm killing 10,000 soldiers in the Pandava army. How much more do you want me to do? He said, no, you can do more. I know it. Bhishma Dev said, yes. If I want, if I use my full power, in 15 minutes, I can destroy the entire 8 Akshahani Sena of the Pandavas, including the 5 brothers. But what to do? That Keshav is sitting on the rath of Arjun. So I cannot do it. Because this Keshav, when he was 6 days old, he killed Putana, who even Indra could not kill. But that Keshav is the Supreme Lord, Narayan Baba. Why don't you understand? Wherever he is, there will be victory. Duryodhana said, I don't understand all those things. You just kill the brothers, 5 brothers. Then Duryodhana says something very bad, very insulting. He tells Bhishma Dev that you are eating my roti. You are eating food from my kitchen. I am maintaining you for so many years. And you are supporting the Pandavas. This is not good. Bhishma Dev felt very hurt that this boy, I'm the grandfather, this is how he talks to me. He doesn't have any manners, doesn't have any culture. But after all, Bhishma Dev is a Kshatriya. So he also has his self-respect. When Duryodhana spoke like this, Bhishma Dev said, all right. From his quiver, he took out 5 arrows. He did Achaman, sat down in Padmasana and chanted a mantra. And all his power he invested in those 5 arrows, Bhishma Dev, and said, Duryodhana, you see these 5 arrows? Tomorrow with these arrows, for sure, 100% guaranteed, I will kill 5 Pandava brothers. Nobody will survive. I will kill them, I promise you. You don't have to worry. Duryodhana started dancing in ecstasy. He said, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Jai ho, Jai ho. Bhishma Dev, aapki Jai ho. Go. It will be done tomorrow. These 5 arrows, said nobody can stop me. No? With these 5 arrows, I will kill the 5 brothers tomorrow. Now Duryodhana thought, see how the brain of a cunning fellow, wicked fellow works. He did not trust Bhishma Dev. He said, Bhishma Dev, It is possible that you are an old man and your mind might change overnight. You never know. Let me keep those 5 arrows with me. I will give them to you tomorrow in the battlefield. I'll keep it safely in my kutir. And then tomorrow I will give you. And then tomorrow you kill the Pandavas. I just want to make sure nobody comes and steals these arrows because you're tired. You fought all day. You may be in deep sleep. Those Pandavas might find out that these 5 arrows are there and they may come and steal them from you. So let me keep these 5 arrows. Bhishma says, okay, but keep them very carefully because I cannot invest another 5 arrows with the same potency. It's these arrows. So keep them carefully. Duryodhana took out a big silk bag, put the 5 arrows in that, did pranam to those arrows, put the arrows to his chest and said, don't worry, I will sleep with them like this. I won't give it to them, to anybody. And Duryodhana went to his tent. And nobody knew about this conversation between Duryodhana and Bhishma. Nobody. No third person knew. Now let's go to the Pandav camp. Krishna is sitting with the 5 brothers, and suddenly Krishna becomes worried. Krishna is Antaryami, he knows everything. Vedaham samatitanam vartamana vicharjuna bhavishyami cha bhutani mam tu vedana kastin. Krishna knows everything. Krishna told Arjun, I'm very much worried about you 5 now. He said, what happened, Prabhu? Krishna said, Bhishma Dev just took a vow that tomorrow he will kill all 5 of you. And he has specially empowered 5 of his arrows with the potency to kill all 5 of you. Arjun smiled. He said, as long as you are there, we don't worry. Guru Meherban to Chela Pehelwan. Arjun said, you are my Guru. Well, I don't have to worry. It's your headache. Krishna said, okay, you go. You remember, Arjun? Duryodhana had given you a benediction, a boon. Ask me for any boon. Today is the time. Go. Go to his tent and remind him that he owes you a boon. And then make sure that his bodyguards are watching so that he'll be embarrassed. Otherwise, if he's alone, he may refuse also. But make sure somebody is watching. And then ask for 5 arrows of Bhishma Dev. Arjun said, 5 arrows? He said, yeah, those 5 arrows are with Duryodhana. Go now, quickly, before he sleeps. Arjun immediately sits on his horse and goes to the tent of Bhishma Dev, to Duryodhana, and knocks and goes inside and says, my brother Arjun, you have come. It is so nice. Sit. What do you want? Atithi Deva Bhava, you are my Atithi. Whatever you say, I'll do. Arjun said, I want those 5 arrows that you are clutching to your heart. I want those 5 arrows. Said, how did you find out? It was secret. Nobody knew about this. I cannot give them. Arjun said, and the guards were watching. Remember, Duryodhana, you were defeated by the Gandharvas, and like an animal, you were tied to the tree and you were helplessly crying. And remember, I had Duryodhana, shh. Yeah, I remember. What do you want? So I want that boon that you had promised. Okay, what do you want? I told you I want those arrows. Okay, take them. Because he thought somehow he will convince Bhishma Dev to empower another 5 arrows. So okay, so it was only a mantra that he chanted. He can chant that mantra again. No problem. Okay, Arjun, take. Arjun took those arrows and gave them to Krishna. Krishna said, go sleep now. I'll also sleep peacefully now. Next day morning, before the Shankha blew, Bhishma Dev called Duryodhana. Duryodhana, give the arrows. Duryodhana was looking down. Pitama, Arjun took them. What? What has Arjun got to do with that? How did Arjun take them? I don't know. I don't know how he found out. And Bhishma Dev smiled. He said, I know. It is Krishna. He knows everything. Krishna must have sent Arjun. Otherwise, Arjun could not have known. Nobody knew it. So Bhishma Dev said, so the pratigya that I took, Bhishma pratigya yesterday, that tomorrow I will kill the 5 brothers, that pratigya cannot be accomplished now. Duryodhana said, why? Just take 5 more arrows and do achaman and chant those mantras. He said, no, you fool. It doesn't work like that. I can do it only once. I cannot keep doing it every day. Once I had invested my full potency. It's gone. The money is gone from the bank. He said, okay, I cannot kill all 5 of them today. And because of Krishna, my vrat that I will kill them today is broken. And I never break my vow. Today my vow is broken because of that Krishna. Krishna also had taken a vow that I will not pick up any weapon. Make his vow. Krishna broke my vow. I will make Krishna break his vow today. You see, Duryodhana, I will fight in such a way that Parth will die. Unless Parth Sarthi takes a weapon in his hand. So that day, Bhishma Dev fought like a lion. Mahabharata describes that he was like a tornado and the Pandav army was like pieces of grass. Wherever Bhishma Dev went, he left a trail of devastation. Nobody survived, not even the Maharathis. It is described that there are foot soldiers, there are soldiers on horseback, there are soldiers on elephant back. And a more powerful warrior is sitting on a chariot. That is called Rathi. Rathi is one who can single-handedly attack and kill thousands of foot soldiers, elephant soldiers, and horseback soldiers. That's called a Rathi. Maharathi is someone who can fight with 1,000 Rathis simultaneously and defeat them without getting hurt. That is called a Maharathi. Atirathi is one who can fight with 1,000 Maharathis at the same time and defeat them without getting hurt. That's called Atirathi. And there were only 3 Atirathis on the battlefield: Bhishma Dev, Karna, and Arjuna. And Bhishma Dev was the topmost Atirathi. Srila Prabhupada writes that Bhishma Dev, Arjuna and Karna were matched. They were almost equal. Bhishma Dev could kill 35 Arjuns single-handedly. That's how powerful Bhishma was. Direct disciple of Bhagwan Parshuram, son of Ganga. Bhishma Dev was very powerful. And he was showing his full fury that day. The Pandava army was not having the courage to come in front of him. Arjun went fearlessly. And he started fighting with Bhishma. And Arjun's heart was always remembering, this is my grandfather. He taught me how to fight. He taught me how to run. My father died when I was very small. It was Bhishma Dev, my grandfather, who took care of me. I would sit on his lap and run my hands through his white beard and play with him. How can I kill him? So Arjun was playing defensive and Bhishma Dev was playing aggressive. Arjun was only cutting his arrows, Bhishma Dev's arrows, and defending himself. But Bhishma Dev was really attacking. And Krishna was telling Arjun, Arjun, stop this nonsense. Fight like a man. Don't be just defensive. Aggression is the best form of defense. Be aggressive. What are you doing? Remember all those celestial weapons you got when you were in Swarga with Indra? Use them. Otherwise, Bhishma will kill you. Don't spare him. And Krishna was trying his best to move the chariot in a way that Bhishma would miss. So Bhishma tried many times to shoot arrows at Arjun, to hit Arjun. But Krishna was such an expert. Rathi. Ati Rathi, but this Krishna is the ultimate Rathi. He used to move the chariot in a way that Bhishma Dev, who never missed, was missing. And that was making Bhishma Dev even more angry. That Arjun is not shooting. I can shoot Arjun easily, but this Krishna, he is so expert, he moves his chariot in a way that all my arrows are getting missed. Then Bhishma Dev starts shooting at Krishna. Bhishma Dev starts shooting at Krishna. And he covers Krishna with all arrows. Krishna is not defending himself. He is defending Arjun. When it comes to himself, he says, Arjun, it is your job to defend me, to save me, protect me. Hare Krishna. See the love. Are you understanding? Or Krishna is moving the chariot in a way that Arjun is not hurt. But when the arrows are coming at himself, Krishna is saying, it's not my job to defend myself. It's your job to defend me. It's a shankha of the war. So, and Arjun didn't care if he got hurt. But Arjun could not tolerate that Krishna was getting hurt. Could not tolerate. No problem. Hare Krishna. Take it. So then it reached a point where Bhishma Dev was shooting so many arrows that Mahabharata describes nobody could see the right hand of Bhishma Dev. Like the wheel of a car that is going at 100 miles an hour, you cannot see the spokes. Nobody could see Bhishma's hand going so fast. He was shooting arrows at a lightning fast speed. And Arjun could not keep up with Bhishma Dev. And Arjun's bow was cut. The string of the bow was cut by Bhishma Dev's arrow. Arjun's helmet was thrown off by one arrow. And then Bhishma Dev aimed the arrow at Arjun's neck, kill him. Even his armor was cut and broken. It fell down by Bhishma's arrows. Arjun was helpless. Bow string was cut, so he could not shoot any arrows. His armor was gone, and Bhishma was too fast for him. And he was about to kill Arjun. That's when Krishna could not tolerate anymore. Although he had taken a vow that I will never pick up weapons. He had promised, I will not pick up weapon. I will not attack anybody. Krishna threw the reins of the horses, jumped down from the chariot, and he told Arjun, if you cannot kill him, I will kill him now. And Krishna spoke in a way that everybody could hear. And Krishna desperately looked around to see if he can find some weapon. And Bhishma Dev had destroyed so many chariots of the Pandava army. One chariot lay there, completely broken. So Bhishma Dev had broken that chariot, and Krishna, he picked up the wheel of the chariot. It's called Rathanga, the anga of a rath. He has picked up that wheel, it's a huge wheel of the chariot, picked it up, and like a lion charges towards the elephant, Krishna charged towards Bhishma. They said, Bhishma, today I will kill you. Let me see what you can do. And Krishna, he charged at Bhishma with full fury. When Bhishma saw, Bhishma said, I am more fortunate than Arjun. Look at you, Krishna, you are looking so handsome. When you get angry, you look more handsome. Look at your broad chest. Look at your arms holding the wheel of the chariot. And you are rushing at me with such speed that your upper garment, your uttariya, has flown away. So Krishna was bare-chested and he was rushing towards Bhishma Dev. The dust raised by the wheels and the hoofs of the horses, Krishna's face was covered with dust. In anxiety that Krishna's anxiety that Arjun will be killed by Bhishma Dev, there were beads of perspiration on Krishna's face. Krishna never broke into a sweat, ever. But today Krishna was sweating because he was worried about Arjun. What do I do? What do I do? What do I do to save Arjun? Perspiration was on his face and it was making streaks because face was covered with dust and streaks of perspiration. Bhishma Dev is describing this. And Bhishma Dev drops his bow and arrow. And he says, this is the perfection of my life, to be killed by you. And Bhishma Dev raised his hands like this and chanted a beautiful shlok. Please repeat after me. Govinda, Govinda, Hare Murare. Govinda Govinda Mukunda Krishna. Govinda Govinda Rathanga Pane. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. When Krishna holds the chakra, he is called Chakrapane. What is he called in this slok? Rathanga Pane. Because he picked up the anga of the Rath, the chariot of the wheel of the chariot. Once more we'll sing this verse. Govinda Govinda Hare Murare. Govinda Govinda Mukunda Krishna. Govinda Govinda Rathanga Pane. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Govinda Govinda Hare Murare. Govinda Govinda Mukunda Krishna. Govinda Govinda Rathanga Pane. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. Govinda Govinda Hare Murare. Govinda Govinda Mukunda Krishna. Govinda Govinda Rathanga Pane. Govinda Damodara Madhaveti. As Krishna was charging towards Bhishma Dev offered this prayer. Over there on the chariot, Arjun jumped down from the chariot and started calling out to Krishna, Krishna, stop! The whole world will criticize you. That you are a liar because you promised you will not attack anybody, you will not pick up a weapon. And now picking up this big wheel, you are attacking Bhishma Dev, who is the commander of the Kaurava army. You said you will not attack, and you are attacking the commander of the Kaurava army. Don't do this. Don't do this. The whole world will criticize. It's okay if I get killed. I don't mind dying, but I cannot tolerate you being criticized. Krishna, please stop, stop. Put the wheel down. And Krishna would not listen. Krishna was charging at Bhishma Dev. And Arjuna was running. Now imagine this scene. Bhishma Dev is standing on the chariot offering this prayer. Like this. Come, kill me. Krishna is rushing towards Bhishma. I will kill you. I will kill you. Today you will not escape. And Arjuna is running behind Krishna. Krishna, stop, stop. Don't do this. The whole world will criticize you. You don't forget your promise that you will not fight. Arjuna leapt and fell at the feet of Krishna and clasped Krishna's feet. Krishna, stop. Krishna, stop. But even that did not stop Krishna. Krishna was running with such force that he dragged Arjuna along. And Arjuna is being dragged, holding Krishna's foot. Stop, 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 stop. Finally, Arjuna screamed. He said, Krishna, I promise you tomorrow I will kill Bhishma Dev. Put your wheel down, put your wheel down. And just then the sun set. And the people blew the conch shell, indicating the war is over. So Krishna stopped. Krishna had to stop because the war ended. This is called Sakha. I told you this whole story to make a point that this is Sakha. Krishna is telling Arjun, you are my Sakha. Bhaktosi me Sakha cheti. This is Sakha. That Arjun did not mind getting killed by Bhishma Dev that day, but Arjun could not tolerate that Krishna had to break his promise, and the world will criticize Krishna that he's a promise breaker. This is friendship. So much concern for the reputation, so much concern for the welfare of one's friend. This is true friendship. And Arjun also. And Krishna also. That Krishna is willing to break his promise to protect his friend, Arjun. It's okay, my promise, let it go. But I will protect my friend Arjun. My promise is not more important than my friendship with Arjun. It's okay. I will break my promise. I will take the ill fame. I will take all the criticism, no problem. But I will protect my friend Arjun. This is called friendship. Krishna is such a friend. Who wants to make friendship with Krishna? Hari Bol. But actually, this is a love triangle. It is not just love between Arjun and Krishna. There is one more angle to this, and that is Bhishma Dev. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gītā, Paurusham Virshu, I am the ability in man. Whatever ability Bhishma Dev has, who is giving it? Krishna. Whatever ability Arjun has, who is giving it? Krishna. Balam balavatam cha aham, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gītā. I am the strength of the strong. Krishna is giving strength to Bhishma. Krishna is giving strength to Arjun. When Krishna empowered Arjun, Arjun could defeat Bhishma Dev also. And the example is Virat war. Agyatavas, when Bhishma Dev, Dronacharya, everybody attacked the kingdom of Virat, Arjun as Brihanala single-handedly fought. And he didn't even have Krishna as the charioteer. He had that son of Virat, king. And the prince was boasting. He had to become the chariot driver. But still Krishna empowered Arjun to defeat all of them, including Bhishma Dev. And Bhishma Dev ka vastra bhi le liya. He took the cloth of Bhishma Dev also as trophy, Arjun, to give it. So Krishna could have empowered Arjun that day to defeat Bhishma Dev. But Krishna did not. Why? Because Krishna also wanted to give his mercy to Bhishma Dev. By showing the world that for my Bhishma Dev, my Bhishma Dev can make me also break my promise. Such is the power of my devotee, Bhishma Dev. Because this is a tug of war going between Krishna and Bhishma Dev. Krishna broke Bhishma Dev's promise. And then Bhishma Dev ne hat kiya कि मैं भी Krishna को promise तोड़ने को, I'll compel him to break his promise. And Bhishma Dev did it. Bhishma Dev did it. And Krishna let it. It's like Krishna getting bound by Mother Yashoda in Damodar Leela. ऐसे हुआ ना? Bhishma Dev defeated Krishna because Bhishma Dev made Krishna pick up a weapon. So in this way, Krishna is reciprocating with Bhishma Dev also. He's giving his mercy to Bhishma Dev also. He is to Arjun also. Arjun is showing his love for Krishna. And Bhishma Dev is showing his love for Krishna. That when Krishna is attacking, Bhishma Dev is not shooting arrows. He's dropping his bow and I said, Krishna, kill me. It's the perfection of my life to be killed by you. So this is three personalities are showing their friendship and love and affection for each other. Bhishma Dev, Arjun and Krishna. You see the connection between all three of them? So भक्तों से में सखा चेती, पर ये हमने व्याख्या की कि यहाँ पे भक्तों से में सखा चेती लिखा है, verse number 3. So what is bhakta? Bhakta is one who does seva. What is seva? Seva means service selflessly for the pleasure of the object of service without expecting anything in return. And what is sakha? What is friendship? This. Complete concern for the welfare of the friend without considering our comfort. That is called friendship. So we'll stop here. Shri Bhagavad Gita ki Jai. Shri Krishna Arjun ki Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Any questions? Hare Krishna. Thank you to Srila Vyasdev, the author of Mahabharata. And Ganeshji, who wrote it down. Yes. Incognito. 12 years exile, 13th year incognito. And if they are discovered in the incognito year, then they go back 12 years. They were not. Must be Bhim. So Bhim killed Kichak. No, yeah, true. So Duryodhan goes and he recognizes Brihanala as Arjuna. But then Bhishma Dev gives the Nirnay. Bhishma Dev is expert even in astrology. And he gives a calculation. It was almost 21 days beyond 13 years. So it was way beyond 13 years. 13 years had already passed. Bhishma Dev tells exact calculation, including counting the Adhik Mas that happened in those years. Everything. It's there in Mahabharata, the whole calculation. Bhishma Dev gives and says that the period is over. They have followed the incognito year fair and square. It's several weeks beyond 13 years. So Duryodhan discovered, but it was too late. He could, but the chariot wheel was no less because Krishna was holding it. Krishna is Leela Bihari. He does Leela to attract our hearts. Sometimes he can be Gadadhar, he can be Chakrapani, or he can just take a wheel. Sometimes he can take a blade of grass, like our Balramji. He killed Romaharshana with just a blade of grass. Well, any weapon. Krishna had promised that I will not fight, I will not raise a weapon. So if he raised a chariot wheel or Sudarshan Chakra, bow and arrow, anything, it would break his promise. That was Arjun's concern. No, don't break your promise. Otherwise, who will believe Bhagavad Gita? They will say Krishna is a liar. So like that. That is a friend. Yes.
When Krishna picked up this yoga, his skirt was broken, he was bleeding here. And that beautiful scene was mesmerized by, remembered by Vishnu when he was up there. And so enchanting.
Yes. At the last moment when Bhishma Dev was leaving, he remembered this. How you charged at me, and he describes this whole scene, how Krishna was looking so attractive.
Yeah.
Bhishma Dev did not leave during Bhishma Panchak, but Bhishma Panchak was a vrat that Bhishma Dev used to observe. Therefore, it is named after him, Bhishma Panchak. Bhishma Dev left his body after Makar Sankranti, January. So like that. It was many days after the war. Actually, some commentators have written that it was around, Srimad Madhvacharya writes it was 6 months. It was later, much later. So he was lying on the battlefield. Yudhishthira Maharaj went back, was coronated as the king and everything. And then they came back to Kurukshetra to see Bhishma Dev. Krishna brought them. And then he gave his instructions, which lasted a long time. He was speaking to Yudhishthira Maharaj. Actually, Mahabharata is 6 volumes. Only 2 volumes is Mahabharata. 4 volumes is just the Upadesh, Bhishma Parva. Upadesh of Bhishma Dev to Yudhishthira Maharaj. 4 volumes out of 6 volumes. Yes, better. 100 years old. Krishna was on the planet for 125. When the Kurukshetra war happened, he was 100 years old. Krishna was already a grandfather.
Don't look like, yes.
Yeah. Krishna still looked like a 15-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Nava Yauvanamcha. The significance is that Bhishma Dev used to observe this Vrat, where he used to have Panchagavya for 5 days, just milk on the first day, like that, just yogurt on the second day, Panchagavya. Used to strictly used to observe.
So he went back to Guru now.
Srimad Bhagavatam says that Bhishma Dev, he went back to Vaikuntha because his worshipable deity was the four-armed Narayan form.
So that's why Krishna showed four-armed form.
That was his meditation. He went to one of the Vaikuntha planets. After Uttarayan begins. Yeah.
So did he not come from Vaikuntha? He was just.
He came from the heavenly planet. He was one of the Vasus, one of the 8 Vasus. Uttarayan.
So all this.
Actually, it's very beautiful. He waited for Uttarayan. He had Ichha Mrityu. Uttarayan has another meaning. Uttara is the mother of Parikshit Maharaj. So Parikshit was in the womb. That's when Krishna entered the womb to protect Parikshit from the Brahmastra of Ashwatthama. So one of the names of Krishna is Uttarayan, one who shelter of the womb of Uttara. So Bhishma Dev waiting for Uttarayan means Bhishma Dev was actually waiting for Krishna. I will die when Krishna comes. Looking at Krishna. Hari Bol. Anything else?
One question. So all these world classes, like this person is listening to on planet Earth. So many of them, when they come, they are sort of naturally devotees or not?
Yes. So sometimes even the Devatas, they make mistakes and they may be cursed. Like the sons of Kuver in Kartik month, in Nala Kuver Manigri, they became trees because of their misbehavior with Narad Muni. They were cursed. Similarly, even Aghasur, he was a Gandharva who had a demigod who had laughed at Ashtavakra Muni. So he was cursed to become a snake. So when they come, if they are demigods, they may have their memory and sometimes they may manifest devotion also. Or sometimes because of their offense, they may be covered. Like Aghasur was covered. But Bhishma Dev remembered. Because it was a very minor offense. Minor offense. Okay. So, and would 2 or 3 of you like to share something that you will take away from today's Bhagavad Gita discussion? Yes. Bhishma Dev is a devotee and he did not see Krishna as his enemy, but he saw Krishna as his master. And when Krishna was coming, Bhishma Dev was role-playing. He was in a role where he was supposed to be in the Kaurava army because Krishna wanted to make him an example that you may be as powerful as Bhishma Dev, but if you're on the wrong side, you will be defeated. And Bhishma Dev agreed to play that role. Okay, I will play the role of a very powerful Bhishma Dev who, because of being on the wrong side, was defeated by Krishna. Therefore, always be on the side of Krishna to teach all of us this lesson. Bhishma Dev became the example. But Bhishma Dev is not an enemy of Krishna. He is a friend. He is a devotee. And when he saw that Krishna wants to kill him, Bhishma Dev did not want to oppose the plan of Krishna. That is the nature of a devotee. A devotee goes along with the plan of Krishna. Once a sadhu was going in a boat in Yamuna, in Vrindavan, and he was just eyes were closed and he was chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And you remember how there was flood in Yamuna this year, the rainy season. There was a flood and sudden gush of currents in the Yamuna. And the Navik was rowing the boat, and there were many people sitting in the boat. He was just taking them from one side to the other. He said, the boat is going to sink, the boat is going to sink. Boat is sinking, boat is sinking. Krishna, Krishna, boat is sinking, boat is sinking. The sadhu, his eyes are closed, absorbed in chanting. He heard that Krishna boat is sinking. So he thought, oh, Krishna wants to sink the boat. So he had a kamandalu. He put the kamandalu in the river, filled with water, and put it in the boat. Filled the kamandalu water, put it in the boat. And everybody's watching that. Anyway, we are drowning, and this fellow is like helping drown the boat. Instead of putting the water out, he's putting water in the boat. And they said, oh my God, crazy sadhu. And then suddenly the weather changed, and the Yamuna-ji became more peaceful and less turbulent. And the boatman said, Ah, Krishna, the boat is not sinking, the boat is not sinking. The sadhu heard that Krishna doesn't want to sink the boat. So now he said, so then, and then they crossed over, and then boatman, he asked that sadhu, that Vaishnava Kriya Mudra Bhigyana Bhurya. It's difficult to understand a Vaishnava. And today I actually saw that. What were you doing? When the boat was sinking, you were helping it sink. And when the boat was not sinking, you were helping it not sink. So do you want to live or you want to die? What do you want? I don't know. Why were you behaving like this? So sadhu said, oh, first I heard that Krishna wants to drown the boat. So I thought, oh, that is the plan of Krishna. Sahayog hamare taraf se. I'll help. And then I heard that Krishna doesn't want to drown the boat, doesn't want to sink the boat. So I thought, okay, let me help Krishna by helping not sink the boat. Whatever Krishna wants. If Krishna wants to sink, let me sink. Krishna wants to save the boat, then I'll help Krishna save. This is the nature of a devotee. They want to go along with Krishna's plan. Arjuna says in the end of Bhagavad Gītā, Karishya Vachanam Tava. I want to do what you want. Not Karishya Vachanam Mama. Karishya Vachanam Tava. What you want, I will do that. Not my plan, your plan. In the Christian faith also they pray, oh Lord, let thy will be done. So that's why Bhishma Deva was like that. Karishya Vachanam Tava. You want to kill me? Drop the weapon. I'll not put up resistance. You want me to fight? You want me to kill Arjun? I'll kill. Whatever you want, my lord. That was Bhishma. Okay? That is also possible. And that is true with the Brajvasis, for example. They don't. No, so there is a different Yogamaya in Vrindavan called Purnamasi Devi. That's only in Vrindavan. But Yogamaya, the Shakti of Krishna, is everywhere. Other Vaikuntha planets also, others. Wherever Krishna is performing Leela, it's always under Yogamaya. So some devotees may be completely covered because of Yogamaya and they may not know. But there are some devotees like Bhishma Dev. In Mahabharata it is mentioned. They were completely aware that Krishna is God. Mahabharata says Bhishma Dev told Duryodhana all this. That is, Krishna had killed Putana. Kansa was undefeatable even by the demigods. And this Krishna, when he was 11 years old, he went to Mathura from Vrindavan, dragged Kansa down from his throne and punched him to death. Bhishma Dev tells Duryodhana. Is there in Mahabharata. So Bhishma Dev was completely aware of Krishna's power. Yeah. Yes. Correct.
Krishna, he's sitting on the top, and Krishna takes Gandhari and everybody after the war inside. He says, I am the one who is killing, and I am the one who is being killed. All the words.
So these stories are added later on. There are many interpolations in the Mahabharata where people added. Even that happened even in Valmiki Ramayana. Some sections have been added, Uttarakhand especially. People have added. It's called interpolation. And Mahabharata has been very much interpolated. So how do we know what is the authentic Mahabharata? Those sections on which previous acharyas have commented. For example, on Mahabharat, Shripad Madhvacharya, your Madhvacharya, he has commented. And that is the greatest praman, greatest proof of which sections are bona fide. And these sections have not been commented, which means they were added later on. So we don't give so much importance to those stories. In her previous birth, Meera Devi was a gopi in Barsana in her previous birth. Bhaktamal tells that story. But Mirabai, as we know, she was there 450 years ago.
The whole thing happened that time she was getting married and coming.
Yes, that is in the previous birth. When she was a girl in Barsana, and her mother told her, "Don't look at Krishna." Yeah, that was the previous birth. Then in the next life, she was born as Mirabai. And that was just 450 years ago. Okay. Now the most important part, Kirtan. Harinam Sankirtan. Hare Krishna. And then we'll have Prasad. Everybody okay? So nobody shared anything what you got from the class. Kids. Something that you liked?
Like Krishna has to like pause and like walk away instead of like hitting the Bhishma Dev with the wheel.
Okay, nice. Sadhus?
I liked how the disciplic succession that all happened, but then once it went away, Krishna started a new one.
Re-established. Yes. Hare Krishna. Good. So you want to become a good disciple now? You want to continue the parampara. Good. You should study nicely. Practice. Try to practice. Yes, madam.
I liked how Krishna had taught everybody. He even taught Sun God. He taught everybody. So that means his knowledge was the first pure knowledge.
Yes. And Krishna makes sure that the leaders have the divine knowledge, spiritual knowledge. Because yad yad acharati shreshthas tatta devetara jana. It's important that the leaders should have spiritual knowledge because then others will follow them. Yes, beta? You know, I liked something. I liked how you were sitting there and laughing. Okay, what did you like? Good. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Very attentive. That was a good point. Yes, Maithili. Um, yeah, they were completely chill, as they say. Ishmael had 5. That was not good. Yeah. Okay. Go for it, sir. You've been holding something in your heart. Share it with us.
I like the sharing story.
The chariot story. You will share it with your friends now. You can share it. Share it with your friends, okay? Hare Krishna. Okay, yes, beta. You can share. There is no prasad unless you share something. Is it? Radha Bhav said there is bhaji pav. Yes. Aham bhakta paradhino. Rukmini Tara Mataji is saying she liked the point how Krishna is controlled by the love of his devotees. Okay, you will share something next time? Pakka. You're giving promise, huh? Okay. Thank you. Ah, yes.
Who does selfless service the seva, who does selfless service for the object without any expectation for himself.
And total concern for the friend. How Arjun had so much concern for Krishna. He's not thinking, oh, thank God, Krishna is saving my life. I was about to die. I have wives and I have children. Thank God. No. So, no, Krishna, his reputation is at stake. Even though his own life was at stake. It's friendship. Roles. Yes. Yes. Hare Krishna. Therefore, Arjun is qualified to receive this transcendental knowledge. Krishna is saying that as verse 3. Okay, we'll continue from verse number 4 next time. Hare Krishna. Now, Kirtan, enthusiastically will sing Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Maximum spiritual progress will come from Kirtan. Yes. Narsimha? Narsimha prayers? Yes, yes, we'll do. We'll do. Oh. Yes, stick it like that. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much, dear devotees.